in the pending global reset. Left brain jobs will be wiped out by Google, robots, and outsourcing. The antidote is the unoutsourceable superpower of the flow state. Welcome to What the Flow, where we discuss making money easier, connecting deeper, and creating your own luck. And WTF, why we numb out, sabotage, and play small, and how to change it. It's Flow Time with Tony.
WTF. Welcome to What the Flow. This is Tony Litster. I'm really excited to have you with me here in this situation right here. If you're not watching this on video, today's episode is going to be it's about creating epic magic. Tell me your name.
My name is Sestra.
Sestra. So I'm recording this episode. If you're not watching this on YouTube or on Instagram or somewhere on video, it's going to be hard to really paint the picture, but I'm dressed in the traditional Nepali outfit, and it's you're just gonna have to look it up on Google or something, but it's this real traditional garb with the hat and the pants and the special shirt. It's the real ceremonial clothing. Oh, don't touch that, buddy. And I'm sitting at an orphanage next to one of our friends here that we've made today. In the bed I'll be sleeping in tonight. They volunteered their beds for us. And we are, this is part of the legendary spiritual retreat that my dear friend Gerald Rogers puts on and I co-facilitate. And we're in Nepal, outside of Kathmandu in the Himalayas, at this beautiful orphanage. And we decided to create, it's EFM is the acronym that Gerald uses. Epic effing magic is what he loves to create. And so it was this conversation of, like we played soccer with these kids today, and we did some cool things with these kids today. And but there was this conversation of what have they never experienced here at the orphanage? And so some ideas came together, and we got a hold of some glowing face paint. So if you're not watching this, I've got a mark for each of my children, and I've got the mark of the lover on one side and the oracle on the other side of my face. It's glowing face paint, and these kids have joined in, and they're painting each other. And then outside on their little basketball court, we have, it's going to get a little noisy here for a minute. We are basically having a little dance party where we joined in their special Nepali garb that they wear, their traditional clothing. And everybody, the women wore the special dresses, and the women and the girls all put each other in beautiful makeup, and the guys all painted each other's faces, and then we have a black light to light the glowing experience. And we're having an epic dance party with these kids in a way that I don't know that, at least from what we're hearing, they've never had a party quite like this here at the orphanage. And I was contemplating creating a podcast from this place, and I've been thinking about like the message I'd like to share. And it was interesting earlier as I contemplated these kids. We went and played soccer, and we got to know some of them, and I would look at each of them, and I would wonder about their opportunities in life. And I have kids similar ages as these kids. They're ranging anywhere from 6 years to 20 years old, and I was looking at each of them And some of them have different layers of pain, different layers of trauma. Some of them have been here, as I ask them, how long have you lived here at the orphanage? And some of them have lived here for 10 years, 11 years. Some of them have only lived here for 2 years. And I don't know, I was struggling with looking at each of them and wondering what kind of opportunity do they have to reshape their life and to reshape their world. They were dealt a hand in life that I just can't imagine how many of them will break out of it. And so for you know what I thought was going to be like this really sweet, touching, sort of heart-filled experience was actually really difficult for me to digest as I got to know them, and I got to hear some of their stories, and I got to, you know, just look at the realities of the world. And I do so much work in energy and effort in the work that I've done over the last 15 years to help people create opportunities for themselves and to reshape possibilities and reshape their story about themselves, to create skills and create, you know, the flow state, right? The unsourceable superpower. I've really spent the last 15 years of my life teaching people how to level up, teaching people how to shift that inner dialogue, how to shift the emotional state, how to get rid of the broken stories, how to love themselves better, how to develop skills, you know, sales, marketing, communication, negotiations, things that they take out into the world and make money. And my clients, generally our conversation is about making pretty large sums of money in order for someone to hire me for coaching, for one-on-one work. They generally are up to something pretty big. Bud? Got a little visitor here. They're generally up to big financial games. So it's really interesting for me to be in this place where, you know, I look around at their beds. You know, we're sleeping here in the bunk room where these kids live. And they've given up their beds for us so we can stay the night here at the orphanage as their guests. And they don't really have much. It's just this really interesting inner dialogue I'm experiencing of looking at each of them and wondering what's possible in their world, what's possible for their future, and what's possible for what they are going to experience as human beings here on planet Earth. And then I sat back and just watched how they interacted with each other. And my assessment of them and what's possible in life, maybe they don't ever make any money. Maybe they don't ever have, you know, the financial success that I seek after and maybe you seek after if you're a fan of the podcast. But I watch these kids, and if you're watching this on video, you're going to see these kids in the background and how they are huddled together and the kindness that they show each other, the community that they have created here for all these different ages. And it was really fascinating. Like, we played soccer and they're very good. They were way better than we were, very competitive, and yet there was a kindness to them and a care for each other. And it actually has me reconsidering what's possible for them in the world. And maybe my assessment of what counts is completely wrong. Maybe my story of leveling up is an illusion that always requires the next level, the next level, the next level. We never actually get to the place that we think we're going to get to in the way that I have been teaching to level up. And as I experienced these kids that were handed what I saw as, you know, a hand in life to be very, very difficult, they were also given a gift here in this community to be treated like a valuable human being, to be part of camaraderie and friendship and care for each other that, quite frankly, is missing in a lot of places. And then I got to go out there on the dance floor with these kids and just have a good time and laugh and feel the level of inclusion that they offered me, some stranger that they just met. But they invited me into the dance circles and they encouraged me to go out and have the center stage. And I'm touched and I'm moved at the humanity that I'm witnessing here. So a couple thoughts as I do this. I don't think it's going to be a real long episode. I'm going to go back and dance, but I would just have you contemplate in your world, like, what does leveling up mean for you? So I'm having a new story about leveling up in my inner dialogue, in my contemplation about what it means. That it has often meant financial gain for me. It has often meant, some kind of material success, some kind of, some kind of experience that is kind of out of reach. Sometimes it has meant connectedness. Sometimes it's meant deeper intimacy or a richer connection or friendship. But I wonder if the game of leveling up is just simply learning to love. And then once you've got that part, everything else is just day-to-day life. The other thing that I would have you play around with a little bit is, where can you create magic with just a little bit of creativity and fun and ingenuity? Where can you create an experience for other people that is transformative and doesn't require much at all, except you actually showing up? So those are the thoughts I wanted to share, and I was sitting there thinking about sharing it tomorrow, and I thought, wait a second, this is live on location. I want to share it while it's happening, and just invite you to take a look at what kind of epic magic are you intentionally creating in your life. And what kind of stories do you have going on that say, no, I can't create that kind of magic. I can't do that where I am. I can't do that with the resources that I have. But I'm witnessing these kids have an experience that's unlike anything they've ever had. And it was done on a few dollars worth of face paint and a couple of black lights and some speakers and some henna tattoos and people that were willing to get out of their comfort zone and play. And it's creating quite a memory of being up in the top of the Himalayas, having a dance party in Nepali traditional clothing with face paint. Anyway, I just wanted to share what was happening and invite you to take a look at your life and look at where you can level up, where it really, really counts, from one human being to another, and level up in how you can play bigger and create magic for you and for those around you. I look forward to talking to you on the next podcast. In the meantime, create yourself a fantastic day.
If you're ready now to access the superpower of the flow state in your life, download the free mini course to learn the 3 easy steps of Tony's morning ritual. Now go and create some luck.